family, Iridium. Hope you're doing all right today. Album review time. So, Florence Black and Weight of the World. Now, I first heard of this band just a couple of weeks ago, I think, and I reacted to one of their songs. Well, that's a fucking cool song. Jam, it actually was. Jam recommended it to me. So, Jam was always on the channel. And I thought, well, that's a cool song. Can't wait for the album. Came out Friday, just gone, September the 17th. Man, this is one fantastic special album. These guys have already had 3 EPs out. This is their debut album, and you wouldn't believe it's their debut album. It's brilliant. These guys are from Wales. It's a heavy rock album, sometimes bordering on metal, I would say. 10 tracks going on here. Let me speak about the production. As soon as I played this album, it just hit me how bright and sharp and clear and heavy this album sounds. The guitar tone is absolutely brilliant. The guitar, this is a guitar album. It's right up in the mix. It's excellent. Now, if you want to know this, so the guy who produced this album is Romesh Dodangoda. Easy for me to say. He just makes this band. I mean, they're a brilliant band, but you need a good sound, a good mix of your album, and he is just brilliant on this album. He just makes the band sounds fucking heavy as fuck. There's guitar breakdowns on this album that made me, oh, my head was going like that. Amazing. And you wouldn't even know that from the first song that I reacted to, because it had a different sound to it. It had very mellow parts and heavy parts. But some of this is really heavy, but always cool, not extreme. Although I've got to talk about one song in particular, but 90% of the album is clean vocals. It's just fucking brilliant. This is for fans of, I would say, Alter Bridge. I would say I can imagine them getting on tour with Alter Bridge, someone like that. Stone Sour, and I know they have done some gigs with Stone Sour, so they definitely fit in with them sort of bands. And even a recent band that I reviewed, Blacktop Mojo, who are brilliant, a new band as well. So I think them, man, there's some great bands coming out. What do they sound like as well? Modern, they're a bit modern, but always melodic. Always the melody and the songs, fantastic. I will run through the tracks one by one. Zulu is the first song. This has a sort of atmospheric intro for 30 seconds. How you want an album to kick off? It's sort of, you know, teasing you into what's to come. Then a killer riff kicks in, and the vocals, man, this guy's just spitting those vocals out. Really sort of energetic and aggressive. No extreme vocals, like I said, but energy is mad on this. Then the chorus opens up, like a soaring chorus, modern chorus, through that, like there are them throughout this album. Brilliant, melodic, a scorcher of a song. There's a breakdown at 2.5 minute mark that's just so heavy. This is a riff heavy starter. Brilliant. Next up is Inside Out. Now the heaviness kicks in again. Some very cool chugging riffs in the verses. And that guitar tone is awesome, man. It really is. It's so heavy. Again, a modern soaring chorus opens up the song perfectly. Singer, he sort of borders slightly on screaming on some of this. But in this case, it's sort of needed. It fits perfectly because it's quite an aggressive song. But you can hear every word he's saying in this. So honestly, it's just, everyone knows what I think of screaming or shouting in metal and extreme vocals. I don't like them, but in this one he just does it perfectly. And actually, this is one of my favorite songs, Inside Out. Excellent song. Next up, now this is a different matter, On the Ropes. So just for me, and I can understand why people like extreme vocals, it's just not my thing, but musically this is an excellent song, but vocally this is a bit too extreme for me. So that part of it just ain't for me. The chorus is great though. It opens up into melodic chorus, no screaming, but throughout the verses and that there is. The riffs in this remind me a little of Rusty Cage of Soundgarden. I don't know why, but other than the vocals on this one, it's a good song. Now, this is the only time he really does this in any of the songs. So you ain't got, I was worried for a minute, but I didn't have to be. Sun and Moon is next, which is the one I reacted to. Soulful, heavy, heartfelt. Love it. Such a cool track. You can either watch my reaction video or I'd recommend going to watch the band's video itself. Sun and Moon is perfect. Next up is Can You Feel It? I want my love. Can you feel it in my bones? Can you feel it? This is a great song. I think this was the first single that I actually missed. This has a very cool heavy rock and roll vibe to it. So much energy, man, in this band. It's infectious. It really is. A great shout it out chorus that ramps the energy up even more and makes it even more energetic. Very cool solo, rock and roll sort of solo. You don't get a solo in every one of these songs, but most of them you do. It's cool and it just fits it perfectly. Next up is Grove Street. This has a very cool feel to it. Sort of picky, clean guitar with some really sort of soulful vocals throughout. The chorus picks up though, as catchy and melodic as anything you've heard on this album so far. Black Cat is next. A very cool riff. This is one of my favourite songs actually. And then into what I call a sort of a slightly heaven and hell sort of rhythm through the verses, that sort of thing. But that riff that comes in and out is just amazing. The best riff on this album as far as I'm concerned. A real heavy chorus that as the vocalist sort of spitting out those lyrics again. I can't get enough of that riff. I just can't. It's brilliant. Solo's outstanding again as well. Next up we have The Deep End. A very cool song driven by some really sort of frenetic riffing on this one. The song comes up for air though, occasionally, just before the chorus, before sort of exploding into the heaviness again. There's a solo in this one again as well. A real energetic song with tons and tons of attitude. That's what this album seems like it's had. It's like they mean it. It's like they're hungry. Debut album, we're going to give it to you right now. That's what it feels like. So Far Away is track 9. Clean guitar, vocal start. The guy's tone on his voice is just absolutely fantastic. A very cool sort of odd time signatures running through this one. They're not a progressive band, but occasionally they use an odd time signature, which is very cool. I don't know about you, but I love it when a band does that, when they show they can do it, but they don't do it all the time. Makes it even more clever in my opinion. What an amazing chorus for this song. Again, brilliant, sort of a ballad, but really heavy in places. A standout song for sure. One of my favourite songs. So Far Away is amazing. And we end on The Light. This is a medium to fast paced song. The album ends heavy, like it started really. Very cool upbeat riff. Love the chorus with an odd time signature again. This band, they just surprised me as the album went on. I was a bit concerned on that one track with the extreme vocals. I was thinking, oh, fuck me, no. You know what I mean? Because I just thought, I ain't going to be like that, is it? But it ain't. Honestly, if any of you guys watching this channel, and I know a lot of people like me into melodic hard rock, don't like the extreme vocals, you haven't got to worry. There's one song that's got a bit of it in. The rest of them are brilliant. This vocalist is one of the best in the business. These are a band to watch out for, and I believe they're really catching on. People are watching them. It looks like they're going to be a big, big band. Good luck to them because they deserve every bit of that. Anyway, let me know what you think of this album, if you get it. It's amazing. Florence Black, a real band to look out for. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you next time.